Worrying about the size of your dick is one of the biggest problems that modern teenagers are facing mentally. But it's actually so easy when you quit porn. Let me explain. So imagine 16-year-old me. He's going about his daily life, going to school, and 3 or 4 times a day during like school, any time during the day, whether I'm with family, with anyone, whenever, and in the middle of the night, in the morning, I get a thought. Why is why isn't my why isn't my dick normal? You know, is it small? And I'm constantly getting these thoughts. So I'm so mentally like in such a negative space that I book an appointment with the doctor. At 16 years of age, I book an appointment with the doctor to check it out and see if it's normal. And it was this female doctor, and I went into the room, and she was saying, take off, drop trousers, whatever. And she just looked at it, and she was like, "What's the issue? You know, there's nothing wrong with it." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And she was like, "Yeah, it's fine." It was such a negative mental state that I was in for so many years, but even that didn't fully reassure me. It still took another year, maybe a bit more, to realize how to overcome this insecurity that I had and that most men are having. But where does it stem from? This issue comes from porn. Because, let's say you watch porn 2 to 3 times a day. Every single time that you watch one of those videos, there's like a 9 inch, 8 inch, massive, full on, like, literally like bigger than my head size. And if your brain is constantly seeing that, your brain is a learning machine. And if it's constantly seeing that, then it's going to think that that's normal. You see the sky every single day, and so the sky being blue is normal. The grass being green is normal. If you were to go outside and see blue grass, the sky being green, nah, the grass being green. If you were to go outside and the grass was blue, you would think that's irregular because it's not what you see every day. So if you're seeing these massive monsters every single day, 2 to 3 times a day, not only are you getting the voyeuristic issues from watching porn, which could lead to performance issues, but also you're not as big as that 9 incher. So your brain is thinking that you've got a small dick. Because if you're not as big as it, then you're not normal. And if you're not normal, then it's small. But that's just not true. Like, you could fully have a 6 inch, 5.5. 5.5 is the average size. It's average for a reason. Like, sure, there's outliers, there's 2 inch micros, and there's these 9 inches. But there's this average middle ground for a reason. This is where most people lie, between like 4.5 to 6 is where most people lie. That's why it's the average. That's the normal size. And so when people are so concerned about it, you know, honestly, length doesn't even matter. I'll be completely honest with you. Length is irrelevant once you reach about 4 inches. So, to be completely honest with you, as long as you're 4 inches long, which is about, oh, sorry, 12 centimeters, I think, maybe a bit less, maybe a 10 or 11. 4 inches is about how far you need to be for a woman to feel pleasure, basically. Because this is where it all stems from. It all stems from wanting to pleasure the girl that you're with. And to put your mind at ease. But as long as you're 4 inches, there's no issues. Like me personally, not 4 inches. But I've spoken to the girls that I've been with, and they've said that they've been with someone who's smaller, and it was literally the exact same, like feeling wise, because it's all about the girth. And if you don't know like how to measure, not like length and girth, like width and height, and your nominal width is how far it is around, and it's all about the girth. And so as long as within proportion to your body, so obviously your fingers might be thicker than mine, or they might be thinner than mine. It's all proportions. So as long as your dick is two fingers thick, then you're okay. As long as you're 4 inches and 2 fingers thick, then you'll be perfectly fine. Because if you think about it, a woman is literally just a hole. Let's say the womb, cervix is all here. That's all a lot deeper, a lot higher up. The vagina is only 5 inches deep, like the actual hole, the tube, let's say. So 4 inches is more than like, you're getting pretty far in that. Speaking of, so if you're really, really thick, you're going to be pushing it like out. Like you're going to be brushing up against the walls more. Length just isn't that important. Like with length, yeah, you're hitting more nerves because you're longer. But if you're not hitting them as hard, per se, then it's not going to be as good. It's like fighters who prioritize speed over power. Sure, you'll be hitting more, but you're not going to be hitting as hard. I'd rather be that powerhouse to just one punch. Anyway, enough of the goofy analogies. At the start, I told you that the solution was quitting porn. Back to that. Obviously, this is bad. And quitting porn is not easy. But lucky for you, I have a video on quitting fapping, and it's basically the same subject, same topic. So I'll put that up. I'm trying to think now, here or there, whatever. I'll put that up by there for you. Honestly, just give that a watch. If you're watching a video like this, you probably have an issue with masturbating and watching porn, and you've probably tried NoFap. It hasn't worked because, surprisingly, NoFap doesn't work. Constantly obsessing about how many times you've touched yourself. Gay. Anyway, another solution to this issue is belief breakers. And belief breakers are something that break a belief that you hold. So me saying, oh, 4 inches is long enough. Me saying that with such confidence, I know that that is true. Could be a belief breaker. It could be for you. Oh shit, maybe he's really confident. He's saying that with chest. Maybe he's right. Shit, maybe it's not small. Me just saying this isn't gonna fix all your issues. Same as that doctor saying I was fine isn't gonna fix all my issues. It didn't. Not for a year and a half did that get fixed. And so me saying this isn't going to fix your issues, but it's gonna push you along that road of accepting that you don't have a 9-inch monster, but that's okay. And doctor saying that to me was the first thing that made me kind of realize, oh shit, maybe it's not so small. I have broken that belief, and I'm fully comfortable with myself now. because I know that it's good enough, you know? And back to porn a second. The reason that quitting porn helps with this is because if your new normal is only your dick, you don't see any other dicks, because watching porn is gay, man. Why are you sitting there watching someone else fuck the girl you want? Come on, bro. So let's say that the only dick you see throughout the day, throughout the week, is yours. Your old normal was here, these massive monsters. Your new normal will be about here, will be you. You will be that new normal. And that is the second biggest thing that you can do to fix this issue. I haven't got to the first one yet, the biggest thing that you can do, but this is definitely the second most effective, is to just stop putting pictures of other men in your mind. And it's just weird that, you know, we have issues with being addicted to looking at other guys fucking girls we want. Like, that is humility right there, being able to say that. I had an issue where I struggled with an addiction to watching guys fuck girls I wanted. Oh my god, I'm so glad I quit porn. Fucking hell. Anyway, the most effective way to stop being insecure is to find a girl that will tell you the truth and that will make you see how big you actually are. And by this I mean, if you're a masculine guy, you've probably got, quite big hands, like that is not a small hand. I have quite a large head. So when you grab it, it looks kind of, you don't even think about it. It's kind of looks like, oh, it's just me grabbing my dick. But when someone else grabs it, it's like, the fuck is a fucking two-hander? Like it's not a two-hander for me. What the fuck? But when someone else like does that, and when it comes to like head, when they're like choking, and it's like, oh shit, like they're actually choking, then you realize that maybe you were worried about nothing, and not even just pleasuring the girl, that too also proves to your mind, because your brain is a learning machine. If you give it evidence of something, it will recognize that as a fact. So if you've got all these things stacking up, then surely your brain's going to change its mind and be like, our dick's good. And if you're struggling to find a girl that will do that, and you're struggling to find a relationship and a stable situation with a girl, then I've actually got a video on that, on how to attract women. It's the full guide for everything you need to attract the girls that you want. And that video will be up next, should be somewhere here. And that is all I have got for you. Subscribe if you want, and have a good day and a great week. Mwah.